What happens when a man dares to dream of freedom? In a world built on chains, this is not just a story of murder. This is the story of how the West killed Africa's future. 1960. Congo had just won independence from Belgium after 75 years of colonial rule. It was a time of hope, celebration, and the promise of a new beginning. And at the center of it all was a man named Patrice Lumumba. He was young, passionate, and electrifying. Congo's first democratically elected prime minister. He spoke of dignity, unity, and sovereignty, things the Congolese had been denied for generations. But Lumumba made one dangerous mistake. He believed Congo should control its own resources. He believed the wealth of the land, its uranium, its diamonds, its gold, should benefit its people. And that made him a threat. Not to his people, but to those who had profited from Congo for decades, the Belgians. And now, in the Cold War era, another player had entered the game, the United States. To the West, Lumumba was too close to the Soviets, too unpredictable, too independent. To them, he wasn't a leader, he was a problem. And the CIA doesn't tolerate problems. Just weeks after independence, the country plunged into chaos. The army mutinied. Belgium sent troops. The province of Katanga tried to secede. It looked like Congo was falling apart. And behind the scenes, it was being pushed. Then came Joseph Mobutu, a young colonel in the army, trained, funded, and encouraged by the CIA. Mobutu staged a coup, arrested Lumumba, and declared order restored. Lumumba was now a prisoner in his own country. He tried to escape, hoping to rally loyal forces in the east, but he was caught. For weeks, he was humiliated, beaten, moved from place to place. The UN watched, the West watched. No one intervened. Then, in January 1961, he was flown to Katanga. There, in the middle of the night, in front of Belgian officers and Congolese rebels, Patrice Lumumba was tied to a tree, shot, and killed. They didn't stop there. His body was cut up, dissolved in acid. They wanted to erase every trace of him. One Belgian officer even kept a piece of Lumumba's tooth as a souvenir. And just like that, the dream of a truly independent Congo was buried. In his place, Mobutu was installed as ruler. And for the next 32 years, he looted the country, tortured his people, and built one of the most corrupt regimes in African history. But he kept Western companies happy. He allowed the mines to operate. He promised stability. And that was all that mattered. Lumumba's name was wiped from textbooks. His face disappeared from walls, his vision forgotten. But the effects of his death never left. Today, Congo is still struggling, still bleeding, still rich in resources, yet poor in reality. And people ask why. Why did Congo fail? Why does Africa still suffer? Maybe the answer lies in 1961, when one man stood up for dignity and the world looked the other way. They didn't just kill a leader, they killed what he stood for. And until we face that truth, we'll keep wondering why justice never came. If this story shook you, don't scroll past it, because silence is how they erased him, and remembrance is how we bring him back. Mobutu gave them access, order, and obedience. In return, they gave him Congo. That was the deal. And the people, they were the cost. They killed a man, erased his name, buried his vision. But they couldn't erase the wound. And until we face that truth, justice will always arrive too late. History is full of shadows, secrets, and forgotten voices, and we're here to bring them back to life. If this story moved you, imagine what else waits to be uncovered. From ancient fortresses to whispered legends, each tale holds power. So if you crave more journeys into the mysterious and the true, don't forget to like this video, leave your thoughts in the comments, and most importantly, subscribe. Because some stories deserve to be told again.